In fact, let's jump into some more of that. We were playing this build last night. I was enjoying it quite a bit. Let's see if it can continue to be good for another session. Alright, that's a good beat. That's one that we didn't really care about. I'd love to magic the vault away here, I think. They discarded Super Giant and Odin. Are they Hela? They must be Hela, yeah? Does Lady Bullseye need Wog or Crazy Energy to work, or is she viable with minimal float? She definitely wants Wong in her decks, I think, but you win games where you don't draw Wong, I think is how I would describe it. So like Wong is ideal, but the reason why I've been enjoying these decks is you win with a lot of different draws in my experience. Burial Grounds card. What if I do this? I come into it? And then the way that spread happened, I'm even still don't have priorities. They can put their other cards out here. I kind of hope they hit their Hela so we can beat their combo. Sedge. Sedge. That was their last card. I was hoping they'd get their check so we'd have beaten them. The old negative 59 point board. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him here. To give a shout out, by the way, because it's the last day before we pull some winners, I've got 8 $25 gift cards to give away for Into the AM, the wonderful maker of all the graphical shirts you always see me wearing on stream. That's free to enter. You're just going to pop in the Discord server using the link and react to the post in the announcements channel by clicking the shield emoticon. And then make sure you have your DMs open on there or you check them tomorrow. I'll pull winners tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning sometime.
Opponent snapped.
I think we're gonna go to Asteroid Ebb. It's annoying for a lot of our stuff. What's the thought process for Wasp in this deck? Yeah, it helps Mother Ascati reach the cards you care about. That's true. Could occasionally work with Carter as well. This is accurate. Not a ton of extra energy from this Star-Lord, but we get to go Mother into Grandmaster them both again next turn, which is pretty good. Concrete, thank you for the almost 2 years. Appreciate that. Do you fear Galactus middle? Here's a better question. Do I have any lines to beat Galactus in the center? No. So then why would I fear anything? Too often people focus on, should I be worried about this thing, and not, do I have lines to beat this thing? I mean, these Nimrods are going to be my opponent's downfall, yeah? All they did was just give me a bunch of Lady Bullseye targets. I mean, this is cute. My combo decks, they might win the center. Maybe. Probably winning the center. I don't know how many penalties we have, but it's probably not enough to take it down for 52, but they're definitely cooked everywhere else. Definitely on Ace's deck for getting your win a location with 10 points or less missions done. Mercy, mercy, no mercy for the non-subs. They get these adverts shoved down their throats. We'll see you in 2 minutes, gamers. We're gonna play a little bit more Lady Surfer when we get back. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side, don't forget to poke on over to Twitch today. It's the last full day of drops this cycle. Grab your free premium mystery bear. We're streaming for a while yet today, I would wager. Lady Bullseye, 0 cost and 1 million penalty. Hi Evo thinking was super sad. How many hours left for Twitch drops? A little bit over a day. You have until rollover Sunday. If you haven't started yet, you can still finish them. About 26 hours. No, the drops do not end at rollover today. They end at rollover tomorrow. Now you're making me double check, but I'm like 99% sure it's rollover tomorrow. Yes, rollover tomorrow. Jeff's understanding of things undefeated. Monstro is the 3rd card coming at the start of June. Probably not a particularly noteworthy card. Venus and the baby dolphin. Absolute tops. Looking forward to playing a ton of decks with them. Morning, mechanic. I broke 500 concurrents on Twitch already an hour in. I'm curious to see how today goes. My expectations are low, so as not to be disappointed. I have the bandwidth to stream all day again. The wife and kids are out of town. If you intend to play it Once Upon a Galaxy again, we might try a little bit on Monday or Tuesday once their new season rolls over. It was all right when we played it last week. But the matchmaking was a little scuffed because it was the end of the season. Busy week for games I like next week though. We've got the new Snap season, and I believe both NTE and Arknights are releasing new characters / content patches. Afternoon, Bob.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Did you finish the puppet mission? No, I haven't had time to play NTE off stream. I logged in and cleared dailies really quick last night, so it only takes 2 minutes before I went to bed. But I was live streaming Snap for 14 hours yesterday, gamers. Is it more than that? I think yesterday's stream we actually broke 15 by the end. So we did a hour of Marvel Rivals at the very end. That was sponsored by the Twitch board. Yeah, so yesterday finished 15:25.
Victory. Snap.
A little bit of an awkward game for us, Scotty. Realistically, I probably need... magic in order to copy something meaningful.
I want the throne.
definitely need to change my underwear.
I think it's just this. I only have a stellar way to make points here, though. The X23 is super awkward on the right. Really wish they would have kept it. Strange Academy. The fact that X23 clogged the right and then Strange Academy was preventing me from playing out cleanly on the left is unfortunate.
All systems go.
You're late, girl.
Victory.
That's fine. We have 15 energy. Opponent's leaving. Our draw also wasn't particularly impressive. They're a full Marvel retreat believer.
Oh, snap.
Morning token. Alright, let's see if we roll a nat 1 on this. I mean, that's not great for us. Hey, if you played out after a long time of playing, can you catch up? So, it's always eternally weird to me that Marvel Snap is the only card game where people show up and are like, hey, how do I get every single card in the game? Because like every other card game, people are just like, I'm just going to get the cards I want to play with, and then I'm going to have fun and play with the cards I want to play with. That asterisk aside, yes, it's pretty easy to get cards faster than they release them, even if you're not spending money. And, two, the game is really well balanced, even if you haven't played in years. If you were Series 3 complete when you stopped playing, your collection is still relevant and useful today. What if they find all the cards interesting and want all of them? I think they're fucking lying to themselves and have a crippling case of FOMO. Because there is not a single person who plays this game who actually gets use out of having every single card. I agree with that. I think a big part of why people ask how easy is it to get every card in this game is because they don't have hundreds of bad cards as filler. And then it's one of those psychological things, because it's closer to feasible. The people are like, oh, I should do this or I have to do this.
Opponent snapped.
If you're someone who's been out of staff for a while and you're thinking of poking in, one, the next few days is a great time to poke in because the limited time team clash mode has a bunch of pre-built decks. You need to own 0 cards to play. You can jump right in and try out the fresh limited time game mode that's super different and fun in my opinion. 2, I've got a bunch of great guides that can give you a kickstart as you come back in. The first is the Dex guide with a bunch of different things to play in it. The second is a refresher on how the economy works after their changes to the economy at the start of last year. I think the shop rotator doesn't help when you are catching up. There could be weeks to pick up key pieces. I mean, I challenge you to go start a free-to-play account in Hearthstone or Magic Arena and let me know how many weeks it takes for you to get full sets of the cards that you want there. Like, how long does it take a free-to-play account in Arena to get enough rare wild cards to build a full mana base for a real deck? And that's honestly another thing that I think Snap doesn't get enough credit for that also contributes to the people feeling like they should get absolutely everything is Snap, one card is a playset, right? Like, it's not like Magic where you need 4x copies of things to actually be able to really use it all. Or to say you have it all, however you want to phrase it. The tier list was helpful too. Yeah, we actually just recorded a brand new Series 4-5 tier list yesterday on stream. When I get that formatted and published tonight or tomorrow for the YouTube channel for, I think, on Monday. If I publish it on Monday, I can title it June 2026 tier list, which will get more clicks long term. Our free card montage here is lovely, except for our lack of Ascani, Wong, and Grandmaster, and Sanctum being a little awkward. Although they're at +10 in the Sanctum, which means my Lady Bullseye can't quite get us over the top there, which is unfortunate. I'll get them to negative 2 or whatever. I went through a spell where I got tired of Snap a few months to a year ago, and I installed Arena because I'd played a bunch of Magic when I was a kid. It was pretty clear within about a week how much better Snap was in terms of getting the cards I wanted, even inclusive of spending, and how much more competitive I could be even about a year in. Yeah, it's a real grass isn't always greener on the other side moment. Absolutely. I mean, I genuinely think Marvel Snap is the most generous economy of any successful digital card game at this point. And I'm including that asterisk of successful in there because other ones that are objectively more generous are ones like Gwent and Runeterra that just like did not make any money. Hex's economy was fucking awful, chat. Hex was, what's it called? Hex, if they're a null deck? No, they don't have null in their deck. Hex bait was basically Magic Online. It was real bad. Well, they do have a null. Oh, the deck tracker was fucked up. Got it. Cool. Good stuff. Rats. Yes, Hex had an in-game auction house and a secondary economy. It was not great. Yes, that's also true. And that's another thing that Marvel Snap doesn't get enough credit for, that literally every other card game does at this point, is there's no rotation in Marvel Snap. I say Hex, I meant Marvel Snap. We were talking about Hex. Like any other card game, it's not like not only does Marvel Snap do careful balance with no power creep to make sure your older cards stay playable, but there isn't some super trivial artificial deadline where on this date your cards effectively expire. Because they're no longer standard legal. Can I win this as a surfer deck? I might be able to win this as a surfer deck. I'm gonna do this, so we'll get Carter in the center, and she'll be real big lame.
Enough said.
There's a chance we're supposed to leave when they snap, just because the what's it called? The Sinistral is so much better for them than us. Presidium's also pretty good for them. Hey, Sea Biscuits. It's 150
my underwear.
watch streak. Welcome back.
Enough said.
Baby's first mobile game is Snap. Take them on a trip to Clash Royale and see if they still complain. Freaking mood. Ain't that a mood? So you want to see some real pay to win? Have a Venom here? Oh, Venom, just Carnage. Null's still pretty big though.
What a game!
Presidium giving these cards +2 when they jump to here. Seems like it's gotta be a bug.
Enough said, bub. What a
Josie's, Josie's has some funky timing on stuff like that too.
The throne.
I assume we're super cooked here, but we're all in. Null is huge. Yeah. Getting huger.
Enough said, bub.
Okay numbers for us, but not remotely. We're gonna keep up with Destroy having a nuts draw instead of Sterling did good. Oh, play out the last 2 Cuber, played 2 more games at most. We've come this far. It's nice to have a matchup where we actually get to play the game instead of having a bunch of tech cards. Be nice if they'd stop roping us, though. Need to add Rogue to the deck, clearly. Absolutely. It's not an insane one for us, but it's not great for them either, to be honest. I'll do this first and wait to decide if I want to limbo.
Enough said, bub.
Oh yeah, actual character collector games. Marvel Snap's got nothing on actual character collector games. Those games you could spend, you know, hundreds of dollars and not max out a character stat line. Is COC Clash of Clans? Because Clash of Clans is not free-to-play friendly. It's like, again, just like the strictest definition imaginable of pay-to-win. For the people with the bigger numbers win much harder than the people without, and you're always going to get your town burned down by people who have spent money compared to you. Yeah, Clash of Clans, Marvel Strike Force, Raid Shadow Legends, those types of games are all like the very definition of you spend more and you win more. It doesn't sound very fun. It's a very different dynamic of gameplay. They are games that can be enjoyable. They are games that can be enjoyable if you understand what they are and approach them with an appropriate mindset, in my opinion. Like the DC Dark Legion game that I've played for like a year and a half now since it came out. It's very much in that same genre of thing. It's all about understanding that there's a bigger fish and finding fun and joy in different particular bits of the game that you find fun that aren't just about winning particular things. And they usually have like some single player content that you can focus on too. But you also just like have to be a realist to be like, okay, the PvP aspect of this is for people that are not me, essentially. How are we approaching this? I think I'm a surfer deck. Yeah? I can do this to throw a few out here. I think I'll throw a few out. I don't think I want a Grandmaster because I want to put more cards in the center. I guess this is fine.
Victory.
For reference too, I think a lot of the people who find themselves watching content for card games on places like twitch.tv and YouTube, your mindset in terms of competitive gaming is very different than the average human being pushing buttons in a mobile game. Like, my 11 and 12-year-old and their friend groups absolutely love Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, and they don't really spend money on them. I mean, I think I've bought them the equivalent of a season pass in them maybe half a dozen times over a year and a half or less than that. But they're like not remotely what you would consider a whale or even a dolphin in those games, and they enjoy them. Like I said, it's a very different frame of mind and reference to how what brings people joy in those kinds of games, that they find them fun even though people can spend money to win more frequently. Are there any Lady Bullseye variants released yet? There's a really weird chibi variant, and there's a the $30 one. I didn't really like the $30 one, and the chibi one is weird. There's an unreleased systems variant that's nice, that I'll definitely pick that one up. It's not quite out yet. Mother, can you hear me? Mother, can you copy my card now? Do 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 do.
Enough said, bub.
Do I want to cut myself off some triggers to put points on a bunch of my cards? Also, I want to play this one here, yeah. Wrong side. I think I don't want to do this. I think I want to give the extra rounds of penalties and everything. I'm not a huge fan of the Victor Faro stuff, personally. I can appreciate that it's conceptually good art, but I just don't like them myself. Okay, so I have priority, and they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, so I need 5 unspent energy to hit all of their things the maximum number of times. So I could play this and only miss one of their things a couple of times, but I think that's fine. And they can't really blow anything else up to grow null because all their stuff is going to be super negative, right? So if they blow anything else up, the null is shrinking. Which means I don't really need to contest the null path. This list continues to just be super solid. We played it a bunch last night. It felt really good. Lady Bullseye. I was pretty medium on Lady Bullseye on release day. And she has really been growing on me. I like what she's doing a lot. I'll let this continue to run down its ticket as far as it can get. We're gonna take a brief pause for the cause, let the adverts roll before we jump out into gold though. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side, don't forget to tap the like button and make sure you kick on over to Twitch. You got a little bit more than a day to get your free variant by watching for 6 hours. The weekend vibe's been good. I slept till like 8:30, so that was nice. I slept till 8:30. I did an hour of lifting. Got some Smoothie King for breakfast. Played some Marvel Snap. What a good Saturday. Oh yeah, this one too. Decky got first in his jump and spin skating this morning. The family's in Indianapolis or some Indianapolis suburb for a skating thing. This is a big smile for him. This kid never gives me emotion. He must have been pleased with himself. Have you tried the pickle smoothie from Smoothie King? No, Chad, I don't do things that are terrible to myself off stream for no money. You want to humiliate me, you gotta pay me. What decks do you think will want Quicksand, the new energy hate card? Absolutely none of them. I think that card's probably not very good. Howdy, Winterfell. Thanks for always being here. Yeah, Quicksand. Quicksand's a tech card. You don't build your deck around Quicksand. You look at the metagame and go, oh, this is a metagame that I want to play Quicksand in. Where's my go-to and Smoothie King? I get the strawberry peanut power meal replacement shake when I go there usually. I like peanut butter. It's my favorite. She technically can combo with Luna Snow. It denies them the Ice Cube for one turn. I mean, that's true. That's true. I'm just gonna start working my hand size down here because Mother with London's gonna to stack up. Chris Van Beater's competing at the DC Regional Championship today. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Oh, Marvel Snap. What a fucking game. So we not only lost the 1 in 3 for it to get Magneto, we also lost a 1 in 2 for it to not put the Magneto here, leaving us Sinister London. I mean, I have to leave, right? It's just so sad because we were gonna get to absolutely murk their board with Sinister, but not paying out a boomer snapping showed. Absolutely not. If they had snapped me back on 1, I'd stay and call it good game, but you know, I sit here and press the button on the last turn after you win your 1 in 6. And go to the next one.
Snap.
See if they figure it out that we're just pressing the button on 1. Nope, not their strong suit thinking. Maybe I should get rid of this one because of Magneto. Thinking about it.
We are the future.
Sure thing, boss. I'd have, what, 4 surfers I could play? Two copies, 3 copies? Alright, no Legion, one-time dealer. Okay. Every surfer would be 8 more points here, and I'm adding 4. So I'm winning here. Yeah. Every surfer is 8 more points. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that means I'm going to 15. I need 3 surfers to win here. That's gonna be 5. Oh, why didn't you snap me, gamer? You love to snap on the last turn. I don't understand. Why not snap me?
Victory.
Next. This match is probably pretty bad for them unless they have a surprise bit of interaction their archetype doesn't usually play. Their numbers are pretty mid-sized, and we have a couple different combos that should go over the top of them consistently. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Magneto is their interaction. He is a form of interaction. That's fair. I'm liking my combo pieces so far. I haven't pressed the button yet. Storm first. So I want to storm here. And if I wait a turn, I get to buff the extra card that I draw if I'm planning to storm here anyways.
We are the future.
That is not where I was expecting them to do that. Weird. I was expecting them to try and pull Carter out of here. We could lose the left or the right here, depending on how Otto's line breaks. I guess that Saboteur goes over there, too. Oh, boy, howdy. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we could be dead here. Round and round the board they go. Where they stop, only Brode knows. Okay. Alright, we know their entire deck now. We're 6-6. That's not bad. Playing around Enchantress is not bad. A lot of the time we can wait to play and use Wong at the same turn. Or try and manipulate priority. Wait, do we not know their whole deck? Did Untapped have a wrong card up there? It must have. The tracker's been so wonky lately. Oh, there was a Hulk. Was the Hulk not in their deck? Jubilee pull. Okay, so the last card is Hulk. If they snap us here, we know they have Enchantress.
Opponent snapped.
It's funny. I don't think I have anything to do here. It's also a free. It's a free retreat, right? Because it'll be 5 cubes to 6 going into high stakes. Yeah, my draw just wasn't very good. There's no reason to stick around.
Escaped.
At least they understood snapping enough to snap before they showed us the Enchantress. Well, before they played it. We knew it was coming because we have a brain, but
Oh, snap.
let's make this the game. Lady Bullseye all the way on the left, Star-Lord queued up. Crow is probably better at touch better for them than us, but it's not terrible. We'd like to find a copy of Magic, ideally. Isn't completely free because now they could go down to 1 cube. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Not quite as free as some. Jubilee into Camelot. It's a bold strategy. Let's see how it pays off for him here. They wanted +4 power on Jubilee. They didn't consider the cost. I mean, accurate. A little scuffed.
We are the future.
No surfer here is unfortunate. I think it's just this. Fine, playing for all of it for sure. Oh. And there's only one card in their deck right now, so they were guaranteed to get Lockjaw there off their, what's it called? It wasn't like they were unlucky there. They knew they had a 3 coming. Alright, now he's gotta win. What are the next 3 here to put him in the ground? So this just goes to a breaker, and I get to play a big Carter on the left. And Brood. I'm passing the buff cards on turn 6, though. Shh. I've made a terrible mistake. It's fine, I have a game to throw. Yeah, they have to top deck Magneto on exactly turn 6, which is unlikely. Their deck doesn't have any energy acceleration in it. They're like a rampless ramp deck, for lack of a better term. Alright, they were 25% to top deck Magneto. They're all in. Alley-oop. Yes, I agree. Them filling the left is good for us. Hello, opponent. You either drew Magneto or you're dead. Those are your choices. They're running the whole rope down. You think they got it? One of the two. Either that or we need a wellness check on their cell phone. Take, bolt shoot. Yeah, I think I see just a full pass here. Yep.
Victory.
Down here, salt is a way of life. And you see the environment down here is all salt. They might have missed. Unlucky, really. Alright, tap an ad roll before we dive into the next one. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We're gonna see how far this Surfer Lady deck can make it through Conquest, and then we'll change up to our next thing. Don't go anywhere, gamers. Happy Saturday. If you're watching on the YouTube side, don't forget to tap the like button on the live stream. Appreciate the folks that have done that already today. Alliance is almost up to our top reward. I'll play skills eventually. Win locations of 20 or more. Absolutely. See you, Biscuits. Thanks for the 15 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Morning, good morning. Or good afternoon here in the cornfields now, I suppose. My auto responses get all mixed muddled when we start streaming later in the day. We can go live until almost 10:30. So it still feels like morning, so I've only been live for 2 hours. Morning, Marty. I am gonna play Wasp out because I'd like to increase the odds one of these two lands here, I think. When they play nothing here this turn, I'm gonna snap, I think. Obviously, I don't have the cost reduction from this, but I think we should be able to snag this energy. Oh, I guess it's not a guarantee, though. That one doesn't matter. I do this, and then I just get to triple Surfer next turn, yeah? That's better than magicking, I think. Enchantress getting burned here before my Carter flips up is actually great. It loses me one Surfer trigger in the long run, but that's really not a big deal. Do I want to play for all three here? I think I want to play for all three here, yeah? Do I? I don't actually know. This will get me +6 here. That's close. Wow, what a sloppy motherfucker.
Victory.
I'm not surprised to see yet another tech piece. But Lady Deathstrike is one that's not super common. Do you think they have room for a way to interact with magic in their deck? %. Yeah, probably. They're probably a Legion gamer. It's just it's a third 5-drop. Oh, they're Sarah Control. Okay. It's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Marco, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Those bits of direct support are a big part of why I'm able to do what I do as a job. Thanks for keeping me around.
Oh, snap.
I'm really surprised they didn't stab me back. I was expecting Wong to die there. Okay. As expected. So over under on that having a Goliath. I mean, not out of the realm of possibility, but I feel like it's unlikely. They're playing Nocturne. Okay. And to say it for the people at home just as much for myself, I cannot brood because they have Stardust. Think I'm beating them on the left? I'm definitely overcommitted on the right. All right, so not a Lady Bullseye game. Got it. Good lord.
Victory.
Who hurt you, World Eater? Gamers will literally do anything other than going to therapy. Just like literally anything other than going to therapy. Cool. I'm excited to lose an excruciating 5 games in a row to this deck. I'm just like waiting with bated breath to lose 5 games in a row here. It's gonna be most painful. I would be floored if one of their cards is not Shang-Chi. Would be shook to my core if one of their cards... I'm actually just gonna brood on curve in front of this lizard and to get the clubhouse filled up before they start to spam. And then I think they're so likely to screw with my ongoings, I'm gonna magic the Onslaught Citadel away here. Just to, like, make sure their Sarah doesn't get a super discount. Valentina! That's not what I was expecting. That's their Goliath. LOL. Yeah, I think I gotta take away their ability to Sarah me. Last card is Gambit. It's gotta be Shang-Chi, right? Like, I feel like you don't play their deck to not Shang-Chi people. Why'd you play Valentina without Gambit there? She technically had synergy with Luke Cage. Decent chance this gives me priority if I top deck. If I top deck Surfer, that's good. Do I want to break the cube? No, the cube will be worth a point. That's fine. Legion as their last card's a possibility too. I agree with that. Narrator. He did not have priority. All right, I hit the Surfer. I think there's a good chance they interface with Wong here, and then I'm hoping to win these two here by kicking Surfer over, and I'm playing the Carter out just because it's a free roll. Yeah, that's true. Nocturne makes Legion less likely. I think I win the center and the right, yeah? Absolutely. Cool. I win the left, too? They actually lost all 3. Is there anything more poetic in the world than just, like, this person getting 10-0'd while sweating playing this with a casserole in the last game? All that slop, gamers. Mighty fine amount of slop you got there, opponent. Sure will be a shame. Why Enchantress left? They Enchantress left because they wanted to get rid of their lizard penalty. That deck was designed to beat you. I mean, I don't know that I would say their deck was designed to beat me. It had interactive cards that are, like, good against me in theory, but, like, they didn't have points to put on the board. They should cut Sarah for another tech card, probably. Probably. Oh wait, they had Luke. So the lizard was. I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know.
Opponent snapped.
Sure.
Oh, snap.
King on 1, 12 card deck, probably Daredevil. That's nice for us. Their deck was very blue-white control coded, but they left their Teferi at home. Come on a journey with me. Is this extra energy matter? This extra energy doesn't matter. We get two extra. Two extra is still not enough to Wog plus Mother, right? Okay. I'm gonna do this, and then next turn we'll Wog Mother. That one doesn't bother me. And then next turn I can drop a Lady Bullseye here and then try and Grandmaster her in theory. Is that worse than just playing 2 center? It's probably worse than just playing 2 center, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get 9 triggers. Just do this and let Brood sort it out. Easy with all 3. Easy with all 3. I'm telling you, gamers. This deck is real. It's got a lot of lines. There are a lot of very branching permutations to get to winning numbers. And I think a big part of it too is you don't just eat shit to a singular tech card, right? Like, we have, like, say your opponent has a Luke Cage. We have a very real plan to, like, make numbers around a Luke Cage. And your combo pieces overlap with both sides of your deck. Very, very cleanly. What's that I hear? Lady Bullseye's eating a nerf? Well, everybody knows there's only two kinds of cards in a card game. Unplayable cards and cards that need to be nerfed. And Lady Bullseye certainly doesn't look unplayable. Streamer man gets it. All right, I'm gonna run and mix up a little drink before we dive on into Infinite Conquest with this, but it's fought all the way here, so it deserves to run it down as far as it can get, I think. We'll see you in 120 seconds, gamers. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Ooh. Someone asked, what does Wasp do here? Chat. Wasp does the same thing everywhere. She gets things done. Less sarcastically, she serves two roles. She helps you manage your hand size to Mother Ascani the cards you want to Mother Ascani more consistently. And she helps you play out Carter later while still filling her lane. Lady Bullseye is unspent energy for the current turn, Marty. All right, Brad, what are you doing? Well, we both just got a kind of happy one, I suppose. Now the question is, speaking of hand management, can I get Wong down and get Brood down and mother my way to a Lady Bullseye? I'm not sure that we can. Nightcrawler mother for the opponent. Probably Gambit bullshit. No, they're also a card deck. Surfer, probably Surfer. Another Surfer deck. A number of the Surfer decks are playing Nightcrawler for hand size management. Do I want to stay here? Maybe I don't want to stay here. I think we're actually awkward. Because what, my five is like this. I could do this on 5, and then I could do Brood Mother on 6 and double the Lady Bullseyes. God, I actually don't hate it. All right, fine. I'd be a little sad to end our run here, but I kind of dig it. guess the extra 2 power is nice, but you're technically using up a Wog slot buffing brood. Yeah, that's fair. I could have, like, mothered here the first time. And I only needed 1 discount. It is 6 more points over here, but you're right. That's probably less relevant than getting more Lady Bullseye triggers in the last turn. Okay, so I need 5 unspent energy to hit their entire board. All right, they did double mother as well. We might get out comboed here. This is why I'm so bad. Chad, I hate playing Marvel Retreat. I just want to play the game and watch the decks do their thing. I really wish we had an always on game mode where it's optimal to just, like, play the game out. It's so boring that, like, when my opponent snap me back, the optimal thing for me to do is not play the game. Maybe it'll work out in our favor. We'll see. I'm gonna put this one here, actually, because their Carter's gonna be super negative, so we shouldn't need extra points contesting here. It will depend on what they've mothered. That's true. Although I guess if they've surfered, I might need to contest here still, because their surfer's gonna pump this right back up. I don't know. You do your opponent. Got him! Dedicate that one to our -6 power Carter on the right. Their Carter did shrink their stick. Alright, the run's not dead yet, chat. We got to do the fun thing and the run didn't die. God bless us, everyone. Woo, chat, we're still creeping up. Almost at 1,000 viewers. Are you gonna do another all-day stream today? It feels like we're gonna do another all-day stream today. Drops are over in 24.5 hours. I think it's the last full day. Part of me wondered if I should have just dropped this here. Bam. Gonna play a 2-drop here this turn and I'll look silly. 34 card warning, thank you. Ben Brode's fun detector was going off. And they sent Aeroshim to fix it. No joke, every time without fail, I feel like I'm having really fun and I might want to play in the Golden Gauntlet. Ben Brode sends me an Aeroshim opponent. He's just like, do you, Jeff? Do you want to play in the Golden Gauntlet? So the thing is here, my hand's not actually that good. But I wonder if I can scare them off with the snap, because it kind of looks like our hand is good. Like from their side of the board, we've done some scary things. Do I show them the wog? Maybe I show them the wog and then I stab them after the wog. Bluff stabs never work. Yeah, but I also just don't really want to play. I'm kind of okay with my run being over because I don't really want to play against Arishin for 800 years.
Oh, snap.
Also, he top deck Mother Ascani, so it's fine. Do we want a limbo left in case they have redstone now? If they want to rug pull chat, really, I can't emphasize enough. I really don't want to play against Airship. It's not fun. Please end it. Please put me out of my misery. It's a mercy killing. Cool.
Victory.
My wife just sent me this video. These are my sea lions. They appear to be having a good time. They're Irish twins. They're not actual twins. How are the Saturday drops going? Better than expected, honestly. I think we're end up doing a full stream here today.
Escaped.
I didn't know they allowed sea lions inside of the building. Yep.
The universe shall be set right.
Classic 30 card opponent running the timer down every single turn, including the first turns. Just like, please, God, stop. Stop it. I think it's Storm into Ascani Grandmaster here. Into Hope We Top Deck Surfer.
Opponent snapped.
I don't know if this is enough to stay. These will be 24. I could top deck Surfer because I'll have 7 next turn. All right, let's stay for a moment. Like I said, I really just don't want to play a ton of games against them. Okay, and that takes my Wasp, which means I'm 1-3 to draw Surfer now.
Enough said, Bob.
Losing my 5 power ice cube is sad. I'm staying. We're playing for all 3. If we lose this one, we can win the next one still. We'll be 5-6. Oh. Winning the right, yeah? Winning the right and the center and the left. We won all 3. Cool. And like I said, that's one of the things that's like been really impressing me with this deck as we've played it is like our draw this game wasn't crazy, right? Like we have those big crazy, we put the opponents every row to like massive negative numbers draws. And then we also have these just like very weird, scrappy, like didn't Wong, didn't Lady Bullseye, didn't Surfer, didn't Star-Lord. Draw wasn't crazy, played 2 8-power Bruins on turns and a turn 6. That's fair. Yeah, the game before we had like 4 free 14-power Luna Snows, like just the number of diverse ways we have to flood the board with stats has felt really consistently good. God, it's another Erishim. Yeah, there's no way I'm playing in the Golden Gauntlet. It'll just be every round. It's always one of the most popular decks in those tournaments. At least here I can tell myself I don't care and I'm only lying to myself a little bit. In the tournament, I would care.
Opponent snapped.
I would care and I'd feel bad about it. Fuck it. Let's play best of 1. I don't care. Let's get it going. This might still end up over here. We'll see. Uh... Yeah, I have some energy. I don't think that really changes anything. I guess I hate myself enough to leave.
Escaped.
I guess I hate myself enough to leave. Here's an interesting question for the old timers in chat. Is queuing into Airship and Conquest a better or worse experience than playing against things like Charbelcher in Magic's Legacy format? And obviously, I don't know if there's still an equivalent to Charbelcher in 2026. If there's not, humor me. My gut says it's probably... There's recency bias here, obviously. But Belcher both is a fast experience and is less competitive than what these decks are. What a fucking joke. What's my line here? I think it's Luda into us, Scotty, yeah? Okay, their gladiator's been very good for us. If you want to play against Let's Airship, play ranked. I hardly play against it in ranked. I mean, ranked has a whole host of other problems. Again, if it wasn't Infinite Conquest, we hadn't slogged our way here, I would just leave. That's what I do in the lower Conquest with it. I actually think it's insulting to Tron to compare Airship to Tron. I think Airship is far more offensive than Tron. Tron's got polarized matchups, but it doesn't have the random bullshit element that this deck does, which is a big deal. Am I getting legioned? Buddy, there's another turn. Is high Evo good against Airship? That's the thing about Airship. It doesn't have bad matchups. It has bad draws.
Snap.
It doesn't really have matchups. Yeah, it just has weird draws. I haven't watched enough Jeff to understand the hatred of Airship. Can someone please explain it to me? Okay, what if I banned you and it felt completely random and unjustified? Okay, now imagine your opponent's tech card was the perfect tech card to break your deck completely randomly and unjustified. One of the most interesting and skill-testing parts of games like Marvel Snap is being able to leverage knowledge and play around things. And there is an information asymmetry when you're playing against Airship, where when the Airship player has it, they get to beat you up, and when they don't have it, they get to leave the game. That's the big part of it, is the information asymmetry.
Opponent snapped.
Just okay, I'm done. I'm ready to be done. We're gonna stay. This match is gonna be over one way or another this game. Yeah, it's the reason why they changed. And that's actually a really good point, Marty. It's very similar to why they changed how Magic works, so you can't do it on the first turn of the game anymore, or on the last turn of the game anymore, because it's such a really powerful bit of information asymmetry. Unironically, I've never thought about it that way, but that's a really, really elegant way to put it, and that had never occurred to me before, to think about it like that. Is it's identical to how Magic works, or why they changed Magic. This Strange Academy might win us the game again here too, yeah? Need them to fill over here ideally. Yeah, cool. Oh wow, Surfer's still in my deck too. I was not expecting that, huh? The more you know. Are we in a strong enough position to play around a rug pull? Yeah, probably. Probably. This has me winning the right, yeah. It gives me a good amount of points in the center. Yeah, that's a good call. And also, I still have stuff to do next turn if they don't rug pull me. Yeah, I think there's a good chance they snap because of a combination of Cable and Gladiator. Wasp right auto wins there. I mean, the Surfer also wins there, though, so I don't need to play the Wasp just yet. Oh, the end of turn is bugged. Okay, my opponent's not griefing us at least this time. The client's bad. Well, that makes my next turn a bit worse. There's no way they ever put 8 here and 10 here, yeah? I should put this here just in case they put more here. like the claw or something stupid. And my reward! Oh, I almost said for winning this game. We haven't won yet.
I found the rock.
And my reward for winning this game is I get to play against Erishim some more.
Victory.
I play games like Marvel Snap to play interesting, tactical, and ultimately fun games that I can learn from and feel like I'm growing as a player. And that's just not something that happens as a result of games of playing in this matchup. This is a free retreat if I want it. Do I want it? Luke Cage is in their actual deck, by the way. So we gotta keep that in mind if we're gonna try and bullseye combo them. But again, like, they're a 50 card deck, so like, they're not that likely to have it.
Oh, snap.
All right, we'll put the points in this game. I think on the Mother House Counting Drum. It's actually really interesting. On days like drops, it always comes in like there's new people coming in. It's really interesting dynamic to me how many people in their minds think Erishim is comparable to like all the other RNG in the game. When it just has such core fundamental differences in the way it works. Does snapping do anything here, or is it just for fun? It gets them committed. It makes them have to stay in this game. I'm gonna play this out for the sake of trying to grab priority. It makes them decide, do they want to retreat their hand or do they want to stay against my hand that's potentially good. I think my hand is like, my hand's not insane, but it's fine. Yeah, as long as neither player snaps, both players can retreat for free with the current cube lineup going into high stakes. So if I think my hand is okay, and I think it is, I should snap. They've had a randomly generated Doom 99 in almost every game that we've played too. Fun. F fun. I guess I'll do this, but feeling less good about our spot than we were a minute ago. I was in the habit of thinking Erishim was powerful because of the 3 energy bonus. I hadn't thought about the asymmetry before. A lot of it too is like the tech card. Like this opponent isn't playing one of the better versions of Erishim. Like the better versions of Erishim play more interactive cards, and there's a big information asymmetry with that dynamic as well. Like they know when they have the tech card versus when they don't, and the tech cards are already kind of overstated in Marvel Snap. So like one of their downsides is supposed to be that like they have an extra energy cost, or their energy costs, and like Erishim has extra energy to like make that not be a real downside. Cool. This one's here. Yeah, this is plus 10. It does not win here if they make a Doom bot. I don't really have a better line, right? Grandmaster moves mother. Sure does. Good catch. We lost to Agatha. Oh, man. Literally random. Fully. We lost to Agatha. If Agatha put either of these 2 cards in the center, we win the game. So we lost to them hitting. That does explain the turn 4 Enchantress into Lamaria, yeah. So we lost to their Agatha winning the 25%er at that. Like that, right? Like what am I supposed to take away from that? Like what is there to learn? Instead of playing Airship, I play Kang with Nightmare. See, I actually think both Kang and Nightmare are really good examples of good random. I like the designs on both of those cards a lot. Man, what a fucking 50-50 to lose. And that's naturally an Airship generated Juggernaut, yeah? Always? Always without fail? And I have priority here thanks to Mojo World, so good location variance for us at least. Rats! I was really hoping they'd hit magic there like they had a few times already. Okay, so I need 4 unspent energy to murder their entire board several times over. If I do this, I assume every single one of my triggers hits here. I would get -12 4 times here, and I'm still winning. They do have a Luke Cage as well, yeah. That's a thing I kinda can't play around with the current position I'm in. I think I just hope they can't fill here, and if they have Luke Cage, I'm winning here with Brood plus Surfer. Oh, sorry, I say -12 4 times, it's -6 4 times. So I'm hoping that if they're playing Luke, that 14's enough to win here.
Minions to me.
Victory.
PGH! Thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Alright. Have an ad roll. We're gonna do another one when we get back. Hopefully it won't be a 3rd Airship in a row. Thanks for hanging out here on a Saturday, gamers. If you're watching on the YouTube side, don't forget to tap the like button on the live stream. Appreciate the folks that have done that already today. Hey, Josh, thanks for the brand new Prime. Appreciate that. Prime subs are a big part of why I'm able to do what I do. Thanks for keeping me around. Why'd you have to say that out loud? It's fair, honestly. Leave it on one more. Let the ad get half over before I queue. Usually the queue's like 30 seconds to a minute or so. Been queuing it before the ad's actually done. Naturally acute instantly. Thankfully, the turn 1 timer is an eternity, so we'll just grief the opponent here momentarily while the Twitch ad is finishing. Why is the turn 1 timer this long? I don't get it. Oh, they want to make sure I can let the Twitch ad finish? My opponent's playing 12 cards! Oh, you beautiful SOB. It's so beautiful. Welcome back from the advert, Twitchers. I queued and it queued instantly, naturally, for the first time in forever, so... We're playing against Not Airship for match number 4. My opponent has snapped me. I might hang out. Lady Bullseye on the left is, like, pretty good for us. We'll see what they're doing. Goose! With the Goose avatar. That's spicy. Okay, and there's Mother. They're probably beating me to filling the left. Oh my goodness, they're a Luke Cage deck. Cerebro 2 is the name I haven't heard in a long time, givers. Okay, so I need to Mother Ascani Surfer, not Lady Bullseye. So we're gonna drop this here so we can get our hand played out to copy Surfer. Yeah, not getting echoed here is a good call out. Should we play Mother Wog left to correct the ace cube? Oh, yeah, maybe. It's a good call. Worked out for us, yeah. How big do they get to here? They get plus 24 up to 36. This would be 6, 12, 18, and then another 16, and then another 8. So I'm winning here. I'm beating double Cerebro here. I think we're good. Honestly, I wonder if I should snap them. They might stay. We'll just not get greedy and we'll take the 4. Although, are we winning the left? I think we're winning the left with the throne room, yeah? Been a long time since I've seen it want to. Yeah, me too. You used math, that's illegal. Imagine counting. And that type of stuff, right? Like being able to count what your opponent's going to do. Like, that's stuff you can't do against Airship, because their output ranges all of it. Binks was championing Galactus Stick. For what it's worth, it should fall off with the new season. Its metrics are pretty bad. Not performing well. I think the original Loki could come back, or it'd be too oppressive. I think all of Loki's designs have been awful. I think the idea that a card creates mirror matches on demand is one of the worst TCG designs I've ever experienced, and they should take it back to the drawing board. I think mirror matches in card games are pretty universally despised for a reason, and I would like less of them, not more in Marvel Snap.
Opponent snapped.
Think I should play around them rug pulling me? Probably I should play around Storm. Part of me wanted to wait and see if we draw Wog next turn to get to double up Mother Ascani, but I think the snap implies that they could be ending the game next turn. I would like to play around that. Well, that is an excellent snap from them. Holy. Wow. Really, really good step. Yeah, just gotta go. And play the next one for 6, hopefully. That's a good one. That's a good one to know about. So now we know they have no way to rug pull. That is accurate. Yeah. Knowing they can't get rid of Limbo is a big deal. It's very, very useful. And I can position my cards on the board around this a little bit better in the future, especially by erring on leaving the center open so I can shove things into it with Grandmaster. What am I missing? Why do we leave there? They're a Cerebro deck, Duck. They're a Cerebro deck with Luke Cage.
Oh, snap.
Unsurprising. We do need to think about Professor on the left on turn 5. Don't think it's worth wasping the left to hedge it. Is it? Maybe it is. They haven't snapped either, though. Last time they snapped it. I think we're just dead to double Cerebro. This is 6, a 6, and then 12 back. So this is 18. This is 30 over here. But they notably cannot double Cerebro and Luke Cage here all at the same time. So I think I'm staying. I think I win the left, yeah? Math! Math! How many of you knew those Carters were gonna be 30, chat? So again, just for quick math so you can count at home. 2 Carters in the back row. The left Carter gives her bonus to the right Carter, and then the right Carter gives that bonus back, and they stop. There's not a loop. So they were both 6s, so we give 6 from here to here, which gets her to 12, and then that 12 comes back to the left one. You can shortcut that it's 5x power if they're both equal power in the back. That's good. That's good to know. It's better to know how to actually count it, though, because a lot of times they're not going to be the same power. Oh, this is terrible for them. This just, like, makes one of their cards useless every turn, yeah? This is a free retreat for them. We're about to be high stakes, and we'd be 5-2. So this is a free retreat. All right, there's Cerebro 3. As you will. Yeah, Chameleon's not a terrible card for us, honestly. Merlin does potentially let them rug pull. I don't think I have bandwidth to play around that. I think if they've got it, we'll just be going to the next game. Should we have limboed left? We played Magic on the same turn, Smoothbang. I couldn't know. I couldn't know where their Magic was going. This was actively messing up the cards in their hand. Could maybe have made an argument that I'm supposed to go for here. Well, once they play out the goose, they're no longer Super 2. Yeah, that's fair, actually. Maybe that's a good take. Once they did this, they weren't committed. Yeah, okay. I accept that. Once they did this on 2, that means we should go here. I don't think they can play for the left. Or we're gonna crush them in the center. Yep. Valiant effort from a Cerebro 2 Enjoyer. One of my old favorite decks. It's not quite what it used to be. Shame there's no possible area Chameleon in the back without it being equipped. Yeah, I mean, they were just big enough without needing to flip that coin, right? It's like absolutely massive here. I'm not here to count, Jeff. I'm here to snap on turn 6. Fair. If you can count, you wouldn't be snapping on turn 6. All right. If we can get there, we are absolutely playing for the Squirrel Girl avatar that Haley has been making me put on all of my decks when she comes and hangs out with us. One last Airship match. I hope you're ready for your timeout, Marty. I hope you're ready to be timed out. All right, we're gonna, we started at the Proving Grounds, and now we are here. I can't remember the last time we did the full run, Proving Grounds up to the top. All right, I'm gonna tap and add, and I'm gonna run to the restroom before we dive in, but we're gonna see if I can take it down. BRB. Oh. I can't count how many rounds is that. Proving grounds is 1, silver is 2, gold is 3, and then this is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. So we're 10-0 streak to get to here. Gotta win 11 in a row to get the avatar. $12 cards? 12 cards? Oh my goodness, they're playing 12 cards. That's exciting. $11 total. Crazy that 10-1 isn't good enough. It is crazy that 10-1 isn't good enough. I agree. Huh? Can I snap here? I think I can, yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I mean, they're absolutely the virus deck. I think I'm in a position I can snap. I don't want to throw Wasp into here, because if it spins Grandmaster out, that's devastating for me. I'm torn on if I'm participating in the Golden Gauntlet or not. Playing against Airship 800 times in this Conquest today has kind of convinced me I probably won't. I registered because I was thinking about it, but I really just think I would just feel so terrible if I dedicated a day to playing a tournament and queued into Airship and lost a bunch. There's 12 in the center. Am I winning the left? Am I winning the left? I'm going to... This is +6 up to 14. This is +8 up to 22. It's not. Oh, they're gonna lose 4 in the center too. Fine. I'm playing Sasquatch. One point short, yeah? If I have one more point on the left, I win the game. Because the martyr jumps.
Snap.
Barisuko! Thank you for the prime. If you have an 80% win rate, you will only be able to go from the proving grounds to an infinite conquest win 8.5% of the time. That's how unlikely it is to happen. To put it into numbers that are easy to understand. It's a fairly unlikely outcome. So you're saying there's a chance. Yep. If you have a 90% win rate, it'll only happen 1 in 3. Yes, if I lose here, we will have a 91% win rate with this deck today and have gotten absolutely nothing for the 91% win rate. I think you could even make the argument we'd be down because I had to deal with the stress and pressure of playing against Airship, which was pretty unfun. This gets her into the front row. And then I can Surfer, Grandmaster Surfer, and I leave a card in Rickety Bridge. Oh yeah, priority, so I can't get Cosmo out of it. And I can even throw in a chip shot for good measure. Alright, just gotta do this 4 more times, gamers.
Victory.
I get a mulligan in one of these games. I think it's the next one I get a mulligan, technically. The round 4? No, round 3. Alright, I get a mulligan next game. The one after this one.
Snap.
Big good for us. I don't think I want to brick a draw, right? Playing these randomly instead of into specific locations is a weird choice. I should put my brood into Spider Island, though, yeah? I'll put this here also. And then do I let this swig in randomly so that way it's guaranteed not to get Cosmoed? Oh, I might get Cosmoed out of this. Actually. I can't fill here. Yeah, we're dead to Cosmo on the left plus other card in the middle. I just didn't want to brood last turn and risk it swinging here because then my Captain Carter's not in the front and I need Captain Carter in front to have enough points to win the right. So I don't think I had a line to play around the Cosmo +1 here. We are tying the Cosmo if they don't virus the Star Brand is accurate, but I don't know that think that we're winning the breaker. I'm pretty sure we're winning the right. We've got a lot of points there, but I don't think it's quite enough to win a breaker. That is not a Cosmo. We win. All right, 3 more. Hell you. I'm gonna mulligan this next game, because this next game is round 4, and I can retreat 1 cube and be 1 cube to 6 and still need to win 3 in a row after that. It's looking like a pretty mid hand. Generally a good location for them. I'm gonna cast first here. Although there's a good chance they have Cosmo because they didn't get power on the Shadowlands Daredevil this turn. But there is a question of, do they want a Cosmo that X's? Why would I want to cast left? Having priority is generally good for me, I think. Oh, would have been the dodge short 3 Cosmo. No, yeah, it's fine. I think with the free retreat circ, I just leave if they Cosmo me on 3. Should we snap? I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Oh, snap.
Is Grandmastering Magic too cheeky? Absolutely. This sets me up to go Carter, Wong, Surfer with another 3 here potentially. Storm after Luna, it doesn't matter. Oh no, my brain's bad. I already used the Grandmaster. I get Cosmo on the right in time. If the Surfer goes, we get plus 12 in the center, yeah. This was good, honestly. I registered for the Golden Gauntlet tournament, and this 10-1, lose a close one, get brutalized by the tech card, like, that's a good reason to never play a Marvel Snap tournament. This game's much better when you play for fun and don't care about the result. I always say if you ever find yourself not having fun while you play a game, you should play it differently or stop playing it. And I don't know, that run was stressful and unfun at multiple points, and I don't. Yeah, just it reminds me of why I play games and try to have a let's have fun focus on them rather than a let's try and win. I think especially, I like, you know, you all heard me be a whiny little bitch about Irishim throughout the course of that set, right? Like, I just want, like, feeling locked in a room and not able to just be like, nah, I'm gonna go next. All 10 of our cubes were lost to Wong getting slopped on. Yeah, absolutely. And I'd be like, and that's honestly part of why I have so much fun with this deck, right? Is like, this is a fairly competitive Marvel Snap deck that has no interactive cards in it, right? Like, it's just a very honest, do your thing in multiple different ways, and you've got to bob and weave and work your way around things. So obviously, we went 10-1 with it today. And then we were looks like we were 6-3 with it last night. So we're 16-4 across 20 matches with it. So, you know, it's sad that I didn't get to put a shiny border on the avatar that my daughter enjoys playing with. But, you know, it just kind of is what it is. The real adventure was the tech slop we experienced along the way. I don't think I have any changes there. It's like super fun. We pulled this one off of Untapped, and the person that put it together really cooked with it. This is one of the most competitive Marvel Snap decks I've played in a long time that wasn't just constantly breaking my opponent's stuff, which is refreshing. A lot of Marvel Snap's best decks involve constantly breaking your opponent's stuff. All of the tech cards are significantly too good in this game. They should probably do another wave of making them all worse, I think. It's funny to me how convinced the sweaty Marvel Snap players were that making all the tech cards worse would ruin the game, and then in reality ended up being one of the best set of changes they've ever did, right? Like, Shang-Chi was like the golden cow that nobody could touch for a long time. He held the metagame together, and Marvel Snap would topple over if you made him worse. And they made him significantly worse, and lo and behold, the game still survived. They made Shadow King cost 50% more. Game still survived, right? Like, I think tech cards are important to exist in Marvel Snap, and the game would absolutely be worse without them. But they also don't have enough opportunity cost to put in your deck a lot of the time, and there should be a bigger cost to gain the power that they bring to the table. I think a lot of people in bad faith or just aren't very bright, they like to hear me say, oh, we should make all the tech cards a bit worse. And they're like, oh, you just don't want there to be any tech cards. Like, no, absolutely, Marvel Snap is a game balanced around there needing to be tech cards. But they probably shouldn't have as close to on-rate stat lines as a lot of them do. They should have underrated stats because their effects are so powerful in the matches where they're good.